Time has come to stand up and be counted. And I say that because when all's said and done, we can think all the thoughts. We can talk about shit all day long. But if you don't act, you'll never move forwards. And that goes for any part of your life, anything at all. I know this because I've been there. I have created and destroyed countless times because I have not given myself enough credit and allowed self-doubt to creep in more often than not. It comes to a point when where your loyalties lie, when they lie in others above yourself, you lose your self-sovereignty. You lose your power over yourself. And what I'm passionate about and what my purpose is self-protection against the self. Putting yourself first and put everything in place to protect yourself from the things that bring you down, that don't allow you to be who you are. Again, I've had first-hand experience of this, and I almost became two separate people. The coach and the martial artist. The martial artist who will do anything at all to protect myself and my family. I've trained for 3 decades doing that. From the technical aspect to the fear to the confrontation, all that in between. And yet, I got to a point where I'm forgetting that I could actually take those lessons and apply into real life, into business, into relationships, into everything else. And that's the key. You have to start with you. Remove the self-doubt. Remove the questions. Move looking for answers in other people and then keep asking the same questions over and over and over. Because when you do that, you're stuck in a perpetual loop. That whole definition of insanity, as Albert Einstein said. Keep doing the same thing over and over and hoping for a different result. It doesn't happen that way. But it always has to start with you. And I always talk about lean warrior. Lean warrior, removing the superfluous. But it always starts with you. Every thought that's not serving you, you have to get rid of. And only allow the thoughts in that are going to make you rise up. To allow you to rise up. To have the life that you want. To be able to protect yourself from your own thoughts. Be able to protect yourself from any other situation, any other encounter. To be able to rise up and have the courage to face anything in your life. So, where is it in your life where you have not got the courage, where you're not rising up, where you keep doing the same thing over and over, afraid to take that step? Because I know how that feels. But I also know that it takes the courage to take that step, and then the next step, and the next step, until you get where you want to be, or you actually create momentum towards it. Because if you're creating momentum every day, and a step, no matter how big, how small, as long as that step feels good to you. So it doesn't have to be a huge, scary step straight away. But if you create momentum towards it, you'll get where you want to be. Then you start that process of self-mastery. That process where you put yourself first with brutal honesty. You live the virtues, you live your values every day. You create agreements with yourself that you don't break. And when anything that comes up, which it of course will, because your ego does not like discomfort, it likes comfort. And if there's an incongruence, it will try to bring you back. And that's what a lot of people do. They allow that to happen. They think, oh, it's not for me. Oh, I can't do that. But that's bullshit. Because if you truly want something, if you really want to, I don't know, conquer your world, conquer the world, then you have to take the steps and you have to have the courage to do it. And believe you me, fear will rise up. But the only way to get past fear is to step through it. Each step through it will feel like you don't want to do it, and the next step and the next step. But you will get where you want to be. But you have to take the step. No more thoughts. No more talk. No more questions. Take the steps. Remember, self-protection starts with protecting yourself against the destructive thoughts that you might have, or the fear that stops you from being or doing who you want to be or what you want to do. So, where does your loyalty lie? Does it lie with yourself and your own self-belief, your own decisiveness, your own courage to make the decisions for you? Or does your loyalties lie elsewhere? So you rely on somebody else to tell you what to do. How is that working for you? Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Post below if you've got any questions. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks very much. See ya.